American. Oh my goodness. It's true. The truth is in the words. The problem is along the way where the words were, somebody changed the words. They hid the words. So I know this is a nation of law. And I know it was something funky that was going on. So, man, I started breaking out my law book and seeing if we could find something about these words. So what means words? Well, you go to a thesaurus. And then here I am looking at a thesaurus in the law book. Why is a thesaurus even in the law book? Look what I found. First in the dictionary. You know, you'll have your thesaurus Latin and then thesaurus Greek and in the etymon, and it goes on. And look, it's a treasure, a lexicon, a treasure of words. Then we go into the law book and I look up thesaurus, thesaurium, a treasure, a treasury. Then thesaurus obscurus, thesaurus, abconditus. Remember, the law is Latin because English is an equivocal language. Not unequivocal, equivocal. And oh man, I didn't even want to go into equivocal language. Y'all gonna trip out on this one, but let me give it to you real quick. You know how you say, unequivocally, this person is the best person I've ever seen, whatever. It's without a doubt, right? But equivocal language, equivocal is subject to two or more interpretations, and it is usually used to mislead, deceive, confuse, and it is of an uncertain nature, disposition toward a person or a thing. It is of a doubtful advantage, of a doubtful genuineness, and of a doubtful moral rectitude. Well, what's moral rectitude? So moral rectitude of a doubtful, morally correct. Doubtful, morally correct behavior. Doubtful, morally correct behavior or thinking. Doubtful, morally correct behavior or thinking or righteousness. English is an equivocal language. Great day in the morning. But when they do the law, they do it in Latin. So you mean to tell me you can say something in English and mean one thing and know that somebody's going to take it another way and get away with what you want to get away with? Can you text something to somebody in English and they can't see your body language or your intent? And they think something really bad about what you text, and then when they read it again, they see you mean no harm. English is an equivocal language. Can the congressman be testifying in front of Congress about what they didn't say and what they did say? Come back, give testimony, sir, you said this. Well, I did say that, but it means this. Great day in the morning. English is an equivocal language. So we got to study this thing. So we're on thesaurus, a treasure, the treasury. And then this obscurus. It's hidden something. So it's a treasure hidden or buried. This is what's in the law book. Thesaurus obscurus. It's a treasure hidden or buried. These are words. And then there's another reference to thesaurus copatit domino rege et no domino liberitis. Oh my gosh, Truth, what are you doing? I'm in your law book. What does all of that mean? It means a treasure belongs to the king and not to the lord of a liberty, unless it be through special words. treasure belongs to the king and not to the Lord of liberty, unless it be through special words. Let me just say this. The native of the land, the aboriginal, you're the Lord of liberty. The treasure belongs to the king. Well, what's the treasure? The land and all the fruit thereof. Are you kidding me? If you're aboriginal, you're indigenous, you have rights to the land, period. But if they put you in a place using words, they can pull you from the human family and make you non-descendable, meaning you can't be an heir. You are an heir, but you can't receive what's rightfully yours. Oh, come on. The game is good. The game is good. There's thesaurus inventus. That means treasure found, treasure trove. Why are these words in a law dictionary? What is going on? Thesaurus inventus est vestus depositio pecuni, etc. Cujos non extat mudu memoria. Abdul John Dominim. What is all of that true? Stop it. Wait. Wait. That means treasure trove is an ancient hiding of money, etc., of which no recollection exists, so that it now has no owner. Then there's another one that means treasures does not belong to the king unless no one knows who hid it. I'm telling y'all, guys, please. Then here's another one. These are all words. The king's treasure is the bound of peace and the sinews of war. And for those who are not, sinew, it's a piece of tough fibrous tissue, uniting muscle to bone and bone on bone, a tendon or ligament. Sinew, the part of a structure, a system, or thing that gives it strength or binds it together. And your law book is telling you that the words are the thing that binds us all together. And if you can use words, you can hide the treasure. And if you hide the treasure, then ultimately by default, you can claim the treasure because no one will even know that you hid it. Let me break that down for you. And I'm out the gate. Listen. The oligarchy, those few that lead. The king wanted the treasure. So the words were changed. They wanted to make sure that the Lord of liberty, that's us, that's you, had no recollection that the treasure existed and that the treasure was rightfully belonged to the Lord of liberty. Once they had no recollection, that's us, that there was no treasure, and there was no recall that a treasure even existed, and there was no recall or reference that a treasure was hidden, they won't know who hid it. And if you don't know who hid the treasure, by using words now, this is where we are, then it takes on a status of abandonment, and it becomes the property of the king. What do you mean? Property of the king. Abandonment. How did this happen? Easy. Your abandonment is this land. You don't even know that you came from where? Right here. You were already here. And the masses of our folk don't have any idea that when we go by these other names, What other names? Negro, black, colored, African American, minority, people of color, disenfranchised, Hispanic, Latino. All of those names make us non-persons in law. They take us away from the human family. This thing is about term. What is a term? A word or a phrase, an expression, particularly one which possesses a fixed and known meaning in some science, in some art, or in some profession. This thing is about terms and about words, and we collectively, vast majority, frankly, don't read. And the whole game is a legal game. Everything about us is about us in law. So when you take on the name of these nom-de-guerres, the war names, or names that take you away from the human family, then you forfeit your heirship. Hear what I'm saying to you, please. You become an artificial person. You become an artificial person. We become artificial people. That's the game. And okay, I'm just in the law book. What is an artificial person, Truth? Okay, let's go black law. Let's look up this. And black is Henry Campbell Black. He's not Asiatic or copper colored, just to let you know, so you should feel comfortable. Some of you out there. So persons, artificial person. Person created and devised by human laws for the purpose of society and government, as distinguished from natural person. Well, what's a non-person? A non-person is a person regarded as non-existent or unimportant, or as having no rights, an ignored or forgotten person. Are y'all hearing what's going on? And every so often, we're the only people in the world where every 30 or 40 years ago or so, the name of what we call ourselves changes. Man, we got to pay attention to what's going on here. Well, what's going on? Well, we started, okay, you're a nigger. And it really came from troglodyte nigger. Ah, boy, which is a chimpanzee or ape. Look it up. So if you're calling yourself a chimpanzee or an ape, you have removed yourself from the human family. Well, I'm a Negro. Well, Negro is black. We can argue that Negro is a man that needs to grow, but it's certainly you're calling yourself something that is not real. And you get cute and you say, well, I'm a colored person. I know where I'm from. I'm colored. And I'll tell you, let me go to the law book. I'm tired. Yeah, you know, y'all, where'd you get that from? I'm reading the law book. Thank you. Black's Law Dictionary. What happens when a person calls himself colored? Oh, okay. Here it is. Color. An appearance. A semblance. A simulacrum. An unsatisfactory image or substitute for something. Counterfeit. As distinguished from that which is real. An appearance, a semblance, or simulacrum, as distinguished from that which is real. When you call yourself color, you're calling yourself something that's not real. The color of law is an appearance or a semblance without the substance or legal right. Man, even when you call yourself a minority, the state of condition of being a minor. Okay, well, what's a minor? Well, the law book says if you call yourself a minority, you're a minor, an infant or a person who is under age of legal competence. A term derived from the civil law, which describes a person under a certain age, less than so many years. It goes on to say less consideration, lower, a person of inferior condition. That's what the law book says a minority is. Are y'all getting this? Man, we've been tricked. Oh, bamboozled. Run them up. Led astray. Y'all know the rest of it. Words matter, my friends. You're listening to Our Voices Online. The name of the show is Unveiling Truth. And I'm your host, Truth Walker. And I'm trying to tell you as best I can that all of you, every single last one of you, you got an opportunity to do something special. You got an opportunity to be honest with yourself, to pick up the phone and dial a new number. Guys, you got options. Now that's my baby girl singing her song, Options. And yeah, my son and his buddy, they put the music together, engineered it, came up with the vibe. But man, it just rings so true. We got to do this thing. We have to claim and be who we are. You are the Native American. You are the Aboriginal, the Untoxinous. You are already here. And you have rights. Don't talk to me about civil rights. Oh, Lord. You have unalienable, inalienable, unalienable, unsellable rights as a member of the human family. But when you take the branding name of your slave master, when you use those names and identify yourself with those names, I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. You take yourself out of the human family. But everybody does it. Read. Everybody not your friend. And some people promote pushing that black fist. Oh, I was in that band. I didn't know out of ignorance. And it takes us out of the human family. When you study, you'll see that and you'll grow. So what am I? You're Asiatic. You're Native American. You're the copper-colored race. Oh, baby. You're a Moor. It's true. Let me tell you something. Don't panic when somebody starts calling out religion. Oh, you believe in this, you believe in that. You are the original man. Peace.
Views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the host and or the guest. Any factual determinations